All right, so good morning once again, everyone.
Good morning.
We are going to continue and start our day today, looking at our class expectations. I'll keep saying this class is the expectations until we get to that stage where all of us become responsible enough to follow these rules. So we all agree to be responsible, we all agree to be respectful, and we all agree to be kind. There are various meanings to each of this, and just as each of the groups sets expectations for your group, I'm reminding you again that if any one of you refuse to follow your group expectations, I'm going to take 10 minutes of your recess time for you to sit down and reflect on the proper ways to follow your group's expectations. Because as a group, it is your responsibility to follow the expectations you have for your group. So please try to follow the expectations you set for yourselves, as well as the general class expectations. So today we will start our maths topic. And when we go through maths, just for our schedule, we go through maths, we do a bit of science, and then we will have the opportunity to go on the PBI shop because it is open for today. So I'll give you guys the opportunity to go there to shop. So you realize that we have PBIs at the end of the schedule. So that means that we are going to go in order of how the things happened. So we do maths, which we are about to start. We will do science, and then you go on PBIs to shop. Remember, today we have service no control around. So whilst you are on PBIs, I'll come around to pick your money so that we get ready for the slogans. Yes. I want to believe that at this point, all of us have written down the topic and the objective for today's lesson. I'll call on Chloe to read the objectives for us.
Determine if a number is even or odd. Objective. I can determine if a number up to 20 and 100 is even or odd.
Okay. So with what she just read, if I want to break it down, it means that for today we are going to be looking at how to determine even and odd numbers. How can we determine if a number is even or if a number is odd? So what we will do is that by the time we will be done with today's topic, I will expect all of us to be able to determine if a number is even or if a number is odd. And that number could be as big as 100. You should be able to know if it's even or odd. So whatever activities we are going to be doing this morning, please follow and make sure that your objective is to be able to determine if a number is even or if the number is odd. Now, I'm going to give you 1 minute to think about this question. Determine whether each number shown is even or odd. Do not write anything. Just think about it. Look at the numbers and think about it. Whilst we do that, I'll call on group leaders to come take whiteboards for their groups. So group leaders, come along. Only group leaders should be moving at this point. Everyone else, you are just going to give yourself time to think about what we have on the board. Okay. We are not discussing anything. You need to research. In your bins you have, you know where to find your markers, get a marker. Close your books for now. Just have your boards, your markers, and your erasers. Alright. So, what we are going to do next is this. Give that to John. In the board you have, try to determine these numbers you see on the board. they are even or odd. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to share the numbers among the group. Don't show your work to any person. The smart kids work with number 12.
Okay.
All the smart kids, don't work together. Don't work together for now. But all of you will be trying to determine if the number 12 is even or odd. That is for the smart kids. Yeah, so you write either odd or even. Ashley, what is the issue? Put your chair down. You are going to fall behind you. The smart kids are working with number 12. The best math group, number 8 is your number. Try to determine if the number 8 is even or odd. Do not show your board to any member of your group. The reading glimpse work with number 15. The number 15, determine if this number is even or odd. Do not show your board to anyone. Mass hamsters work with the number 10. Determine if the number 10 is even or odd. Do not show your board to anyone. And then the best cherry group work with the number 9. Determine if this number 9 is even or not. However, do not show your board to any member of your group. We all have 1 minute to do that. You are not working as a group, you are working individually. The number given to you is the only number you are working with. Leave all the other numbers. Every group and a number they are supposed to work with. Kristen, stop whistling. I don't need that. We don't need it. So stop. The number assigned to your group, determine if that number is even or odd. The smart kids, your number is 12. The best math group, your number is 8. The reading claims, your number is 15. The mass hamsters, your number is 10. And the best cherry, your number is 9. Determine if these numbers given to you are even or odd. As soon as the timer goes off, every member of the group should stand up. Still do not show your board to anyone, just stand up. If you write even, please write the number you are working with attached to it. If you write even, write the number you are working with attached to it. Alright, stand up. Do not show your board. Kristen, you have to listen to instruction. The instruction is just stand up, but do not show your board to anyone still. Alright. I'm going to put 1 minute on the board. This 1 minute, what you are expected to do is to show the board to members of your group. See if you all have the same or different. If you all have the same, try to give reasons why you all agree that that number is even or that number is odd. If you all have the same number and you all agree to the reason given, then you all sit down. If you have different ideas, let's say one person says it's even, another person says it's odd, then you all have to agree on something. Give out ideas to agree. Agree on one thing and then you can sit down. So when I see you sitting down, it means that all members of the group have agreed on one thing and you are sitting down. Let's get to it. Show your board to members of your group and see if you all have the same.
It's not odd because 6 minus, look, 6 plus
So
6 is even.
and you are saying
6 plus 6 is even. 6
so you guys should let her know why. Ask her why she thinks it's even. And you also tell her why you think it's even.
Look, 6 plus 6 is 12.
You all have the same idea.
I want to hear.
So if you all have the same ideas and you all agree to the reason why it's the same,
I can
then
do
you
one
sit down.
candy, so
That's
we'll
what
both
it
be
means.
even. And then,
You guys have
if you have
the
tiny
same
candy,
idea.
I'll give some to Sebastian, I get
If you
one.
all agree,
It's even. And then you add them together, so we can get 11 candy. And even.
this is the even. Then you know you have to figure it out.
Oh no, we don't get a lot of this. 6 candy.
Why are you saying that?
Because, look, 6 plus
one group that had a challenge because they were not agreeing on one thing, so they couldn't say before the timer went on. But that is cool. We are going to get into it. So, the smart kids. What did you guys agree on?
Even.
So smart kids, let me see your boards. Even. So the smart kids agreed that the number 12 is even. Tell us why.
Because if I wanna, because six is even because it has both threes, and if you add 6 and 6, it makes 12. So we'll both have 6 candies.
Okay.
And it's gonna be even.
That is what they think. Yes, the best math group. Let me see your boards. Everyone show your boards. Are you in that group? Why are you not listening to instruction? You finish your 10. It's not the 10 for the best math group. And I said best math group. Show your board. And you are showing your board again. Are you in that group? Christian, when you were showing your board, did they show their boards? Please listen to instruction and follow due. What did you guys agree on? The number 8.
Yeah, even because 4 plus 4.
Are you the group summarizer or are you the what is your role? Because the group summarizer should be the one talking. Why did you guys say 8 is even?
4 plus 4 is 8.
Okay. 4 plus 4 is 8. Alright. The reading glimpse. Your number is 15. Let me see your boards. Let me see your boards. I want to see the board of every member of the group. Kimberly, did you erase your board? You didn't have the permission to erase your board. Now how will you show me? Did you all agree on odd?
No,
Why not?
because I told Kimberly why did you choose even, she didn't say anything.
So the three of you that had odd, why did you guys say it's odd?
I said on because
Is it you said odd or the group said odd because? Because I gave you time to talk about
the
it.
group said on. I don't know why they said on, because I just told you. You told me to, you told us to say why Kimberly chose even, and she didn't
So
say
why you chose odd and why the other person? Because there was time for you guys to share ideas. If all of you had odd, so we want to know why you said odd.
We were focusing on Kimberly first, but she didn't say anything.
So why did you say odd?
I said because I draw dots and more dots until I got to 15. Until I got to 15, and then what I counted the
Can I see
dots.
that?
I counted the dots, right? Then if they were all like even, I would say it was even. If they were like odd, I would say that they were odd. I'm basically saying that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay, so you are trying to say that the other line doesn't have a partner.
Yes.
So when you were matching the dots, one line doesn't have one to match with.
Yes, and that's how it's odd.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Alright, the math hamsters. Your number was 10. Show me your board, let me see what you guys say. So all of you said the number 10 is even. May I know why, please?
Because 0 is even.
0 is even? What do you mean 0 is even?
Yeah, because
What?
1 is odd. So it's like 1 is odd and 0 is even. So she starts with 0, 0, 2, and then she got a bigger number and 2. If she got a bigger number, but she got 10, so that's what she started with.
Okay. Okay, that's That is why you think that 9 is odd. Okay, so this activity we just did is going to serve as a prediction for our topic. It's going to serve as a prediction for our topic. Just as we do predictions when we are about to do science, we are doing predictions here today. So we are going to move forward to see if really what you guys said about the reasons why you think those numbers are odd or those numbers are even. We want to see if those reasons are really valid enough to be considered as odd and even. So, giving you 1 minute, put all boards on top of the stationery bins with the erasers on top of them. I don't want to see anyone holding an eraser or holding a whiteboard. All erasers and whiteboards should be piled on top of your stationery bins. That should be done before the timer goes off.
The marker. Hurry.
That should be done before the timer goes off.
Problems down here. Wait, why did you
Actually, you know what you are doing is not going to work. So why are you doing it? We should be done with that and see that before the timer goes off.
I'm the mom. The oldest brother. I'm the mom. I'm gonna be a great mother. Who says? Who says?
Alright. So, with all this done, you guys are able to come up with what you think regarding these numbers, whether these numbers are even or odd, and you gave your explanations to them. We are going to move forward. And by moving forward, I want to tell you guys that in order for us to be able to determine if a number is even or odd, we have to even first of all know what an even number is, and we have to know what an odd number is. Put that with, or you put it aside. You have to know what an even number is, and we have to also know what an odd number is. So if we know what it means for a number to be even, and we also know what it means for a number to be odd, then we will be in the best position to be able to decide if a particular number given to us is even or odd. When we say a number is even, it means that that number can be split into 2 equal groups with nothing left. When we say a number is even, it means that that particular number can be split into 2 equal groups with nothing left. For example, let's have the number 4. I want to see if I can split the number 4 into 2 equal groups with nothing left. So you see these highlighters. Let's say I have 4 highlighters. And then I call Naya and Kimberly to come forward. So Naya, stand up. Kimberly, stand up. I have 4 highlighters. And I want to give these highlighters to these 2 people. Now, if the number 4 is even, that means that I should be able to split this number into 2 equal groups without 1 left. So if I give Naya 1 and I give Kimberly 1, give Naya another 1, give Kimberly another 1. At the end of it all, I will have to know that Naya and Kimberly is holding the same number of highlighters. Naya, how many are you holding?
2.
Kimberly, how many are you holding? 2. That means that, give it to me, thank you so much, sit down. That means that the number 4 is even. And the number 4 is even because I can split the number 4 into 2 equal groups and there wouldn't be any left over. So this is 4. If I'm splitting 4 into 2 equal groups, it means that one group is going to have 2 and the other group will also have 2. Just as I demonstrated. Kimberly was having 2 highlighters and Naya was having 2 highlighters. So if you have a number and you are able to split that number into 2 equal groups without any leftover, then you can go ahead to say that that number is even. Are we getting that? Then we can go ahead to say that number is even. What if the number is odd? How will we know if a number is odd? If a number is odd, let's split the number into 2 equal groups, you are going to have a leftover. This time around, I have 5 highlighters, and I want to split these highlighters into 2 groups. So to split these highlighters into 2 groups, I'll ask Elias and Emily to stand up. So I want to share these highlighters for Elias, and then you just stand at your seat. So that, yes, just stand there. Good. I want to share these highlighters for them, but my goal is to make sure that at least each of them will have the same number, so that Elias will not say, "You like Emily and you gave Emily 3." Emily will also say that, "You like Elias and you gave Elias 3." No. My goal is to make sure that each of them have the same number, but the total number I have is 5. Let's see if that is going to work. So if I give 1 to Emily, give 1 to Elias, another 1 to Emily, another 1 to Elias. So now I have 1 left. I don't know whether I'm giving it to Emily or I'm giving it to Elias, so I'm going to keep it. That means that this 1 becomes a leftover. Are we getting that? This 1 becomes a leftover. So if this 1 becomes a leftover, that means that the number 5 cannot be equally grouped into 2 groups without a leftover. Obviously, there's going to be a leftover. That is why I have the leftover here with me, 1. So that means that the number 5 cannot be an even number. So therefore, it is called an odd number. Are we getting that?
Yes.
Yeah. It is called an odd number because when you split it into 2 groups, you are going to have a leftover, and that leftover is going to be 1. Let me have this. Thank you. Any question, Aile?
But 8 is an even number, and you need 5 and 3, but 5 and 3 are odd.
You don't when you are looking for the even numbers, you are saying that 8 is an even number, but when you split 8, if you decide to split 8 into 5 and 3, it's your decision. But you can split 8 into 2 equal groups of 4 and 4.
Why is everything in a row?
You see?
My brain was in
You can split 8 into 2 equal groups of 4 and 4. But if you decide to split it to 5 and 3, it means you are not looking for the fact that it's even or not. You are just dividing it. Just like you are having your 8 candies and you want to give it to 2 of your friends, and you decided that, okay, for Emily, I'm going to give her 4, and I'll give 5 to I'll give 5 to Emily and give 3 to Chloe. That is your problem. But if you really want to share it equally, then that means that you can give Emily 4 and also give 4 to Chloe. Yes, Niles.
So the number is even and not even the same.
No, it's even.
But if you put it in a different way,
You don't have to put it in a different way. If you are trying to find out if it's even, then it means that you are going to share it equally into 2 groups. So you cannot say it's even and not even at the same time. No. It's even. Because if I want to put it into equal groups, I can. But the number 5, if I want to put 5 into equal groups, I cannot. There is nothing I can do about it. Do not apply Kelly face forward and look at the board. Amen. Do not apply the idea of when we're looking at distributive property of multiplication, don't bring that idea here. With the distributive property of multiplication, you are deciding to distribute the number into any 2 numbers of your choice. That is different. But for even and odd, if you want to find it even, it means that put it into 2 equal groups. You can only say the number is not even if you cannot put it into 2 equal groups. Now, Elisa, are you getting it?
oh, like the numbers have to be the same thing. If not, they're not even.
Yes, it has to be the same thing. If it is not the same thing, it means it's not even. Alright, you get it now? Good.
Yes.
Go ahead, my dear. Okay, so now that we know that for numbers to be even, they have to be able to be split into 2 equal groups without any leftover. As soon as you get a number and you split that number into 2 equal groups and you are getting a leftover, then that means that that number is not even. So this time around, we are going to use these manipulatives. In your book, write the number 12 and make 2 circles. In those 2 circles, split 12 equally. In those two circles, split 12 equally. The next time I will see you with a paper plane, I'm giving you a referral. Because I kept talking to you about making paper planes. In your book, make two groups. I'm giving you this manipulative just so you use them to help yourself if you have to. Make two groups, and in each group, split the number 12 equally among those two groups. Make sure that the number in each group is the same. Make sure you have the same number of items in each group. Yes, use the counters to help you. So have 12 counters and split the 12 counters into two equal groups.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Make sure you have 12 counters. Count 12 counters out of the group you have. I know the number of counters in each bag given to you. So when you lose one, I can tell. So please take care of it. So in each group, make sure you have the same number of counters. The number you are working with is 12. And we want to find out if the number 12 is odd or even. I'm not asking you to answer it. That is not how we take tests. We wait to be called. I didn't even see your hand up. You just sit down and we talk. We don't do that. The number is 12, and I want you to decide if the number 12 is even or odd using the counters given to you. Have two groups, and in each group, divide the counters equally. When you are sure of your answer, write attached to the 12 even or odd. As I come around, I can see what you mean. If your number 12 is even or is odd. How many is that? Or why are you putting all the 12 inside one? You are splitting that 12 into this group and that group. So you want to make sure that when I was giving the matrix to you guys, I didn't just fetch two for you. Put them out one after the other. So if you have the 12, put all the 12 here. Put all the 12 here. Put one here. Put one there. One here. One there until all the 12 is exhausted. So when you are done, if the number here is the same as the number here, then you can say the number 12 is even. Now is what you want to do is you want to first of all count 12. So count 12 here, count 12 of these here, and then when you make your two big circles, one into one group, one into the other, one into this, one into that. So you push them out. When you are done with all the 12, you now count, do we have the same number of counters in each group? If that is so, then you can say the number 12 is even. That is why the counters I gave to you, you realize that those counters have, one side of it is red, the other side is yellow. So what I expect you to do is that, first of all, count 12 of the counters, put them out, and leave the rest in the bag. So if you have the 12 out, now you make your two big circles, and you push the counters in one after the other. So in one circle, you put one, maybe you can turn it the other side red, the other side you put yellow, push them out one after the other. By the time you'll be done with all the 12, you count each group to be sure the number of counters in it. If they all have the same number of counters, then you can say that the number 12 is even. What is the work you have shown?
Bro, who keeps whistling? It's Johnny. I don't know how to. Bro, stop whistling.
So what is this? Is that what you have here?
He says it's odd, but it's even.
Chloe, I'm not talking to you. Is that what you have here? How many do you have in each group? Hmm? So if you put all the six, the two groups of six together, how many will it be? So does that mean that the number 12 is even or odd? Is it even or odd? I'm asking you a question. Look at what you are doing and don't look at me. So you have two groups. You have one group here, the other group here, and you counted out all the counters. So you have total counters of 12. So this is your 12. This is your 12 counters. Right? This is your 12 counters. Whoever is doing that should stop. This is your 12 counters. So if you are pushing out one here in different colors, another one here, another one here. Johnny, stop whistling. We don't have to keep telling you that. Christy was whispering and I asked him to stop. So why are you doing it? So if you put one here, one there, push them out in that order. Do that. Yes. Don't put two at a time, one at a time. One to one side at a time. So if you put one here, bring one to this side. So count each group. How many is there? What do you mean 3 in each group? This group is 1. This is also one group. So count all the counters there. How many is it? And here, how many is it? So the number 12 is what? So the number 12 is even, and that is how we check even or odd numbers. So correct your work. Okay. Give me a thumbs up if you think the number 12 is even according to the work you did.
Keeps whistling. It's Johnny.
Johnny, did you still keep doing that? Do they need their computers? Okay. Give me a thumbs up if you did get 12 as an even number based on the work that you did. I am fake.
Yeah, but we can't be that way because it's put on.
All right. So, thumbs down. When I came around to check, one thing I observed is that some of you just push the counters, a good number of them at one side. Don't do that. Don't do that because if you do that, you are going to get confused of whether this is really it or not. You realize that when I was sharing the contest among Naya and Kimberly, as well as Elias and Emily, I didn't give 2 to each person at a time. I gave it to them one after the other. Don't you put that down and stop playing with it. I gave it to them one at a time, and that is how it's supposed to be. So when you have your 2 groups, push the contest inside it one at a time, so that you are able to track the number that goes into each side at each point in time. So if you split 12 correctly, you realize that each group will have 6. Each group will have 6. So if each group has 6 counters in it, that means that 6 is the same as 6, right? So that means the number of counters in one group is the same number of counters in the other group. So we can say that the number 12 is even. The next number to try is the number 7. Count only 7 counters out and put the rest inside your bag. Do that now. Kristen, start. Count only 7 counters out of the bag and put the rest inside the bag. When you are done, have 2 groups and share the 7 counters out, giving one at a time. So if this is 12 and this is for the 12, then you want to have 6 counters here, 6 counters here, side and with a different number, 7.
Is it 7 in each or just 7 in all?
The number is 7, and you are splitting that 7 into 2 groups to see if it's going to be odd or even. It will be odd if you share it into 2 groups and there is a remainder of 1. That means that it's odd. Don't you? Are you listening to what I'm saying?
No.
You are not having 7 in each group. The total number is 7. That is why I said count 7 out of this bag and put the rest in it back. How many are you holding? How many is this? 7. Then put the rest back.
I found it.
Good. So if this is 7, did you do the 12? Where did you write it? One of them has fallen. Pick it up. Check them out. Don't you pick them up and stand up? We don't have time. This is 6, so you need 1 more. So put that one back. Now, the number is 7, so write this number 7 here. So you want to share this 7 into these 2 groups. So you put 1 here and put 1 here. Are you getting it? Put 1 here, put 1 here. 1 here, 1 here. There is 1 left. And you have 3 in each group. Good. So you write odd attached to it. And erase this even. It's supposed to be for the number 12, but you didn't do it. So you write it odd attached to the number 7. So here, you can now have 3 here, 3 here, or you can even just leave it. Because this one is supposed to be meant for the 12, but you didn't do that. Alia, how is it going? Are you getting it? Okay. When you didn't write it, so how do you know which number you are working with? You can't just use 1 group for all of it. This was meant for the 12. So when you were done with the 12, you should have opened to another side to do the 7. But you already used this one for the 7. So if you write odd here, then write 7 here. Because when you were sharing, you see that one group will have 4 and another group will have 3. That means it's not the same. So it's odd. Kenny, how is it going? Good. I like the fact that you kept the leftover in the middle here. Johnny, see, that's 1 line there. That's why I told you that. Pick out what you need and leave the rest inside the bag.
I already did. I got 7.
So write your 12 here so that you know that the 12 is where it is. It's far away.
And when I do my dots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes, that's why you have the counters. So you can use the counters to
I
do that.
used the counter sheet and I got the same number.
So write the number attached to it. This is 12. So write it 12. This is supposed to be 7. Write it 7. Antonio, are you getting it? So you see that here you have 3 and here you have 4. That means that it is what? Odd. Because this is more than this. But they are all supposed to be the same before we can say it is even. Okay. 1, 2, 3, all eyes on me.
4, 5, 6, 7 on you.
Give me a thumbs up if it says 7 is odd.
Wait, yeah.
But why are you having 7 in each group? That is not what all you have is the total number is 7. So you push this out. The total number is 7. So is this 7 you are sharing into 2 groups? And if each group have the same number of items, then you can say it's even. But if you share it, you realize that each group will have different number. So that makes it odd. Alright, so just like we all said, if we group them really well, you will realize that one group will have 4 and the other group will have 3. That means that each group is going to have 3, 3, and there will be 1 left over. So since we have a leftover, then we are going to say that the number 7 is what? Odd. Let's do the number 18. Count 18 counters out of your bag. 18 counters out of your bag. You already have 7, so just count to add to it to get 18. So Adia, you have to open a new page so that you do the 18 there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Of course, Christian shouldn't also be counting that loud because he's not counting for the whole class. He's counting for himself. So if you get 18, then make 2 groups and share the 18 into the 2 groups. Have you counted out 18? Count 18 out of your bag. Elias, go to the next page. Why not? You don't have enough pages. When it's finished, you get a new book. How many do you have here? How many do you have here? Okay, so the number 18 is what? Good. So you have to write the number attached to it. So you make your 9 in each group. Because if I take my counters back, you should be able to. So why is that not helping him to count out? You should be able to count 18. So count out 18. So as we help him, if he counts 18, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18. Put it on back. Put it on here. This one. Take this and put it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So now, we are going to have 2 groups. So you're going to share that into 2 groups. So if you put 1 here, you should put another 1 here, then it's yellow. Antonio, how many do you have in this group? Is it the same here and the same there? Is this 9 and this also 9? So what? So the number 18 is what? So if he puts 1 here, he should put 1 here. To share all of them. share those 8. Group this into 2 equal groups. When you put one here, put one there, one there, one there, and finish and see how many are in each group. That is what you should be doing. I told you that before I left. Did you finish? Alright, so if we do that, just like we've all done, if you group that really well, you realize that you have 9 in each group.
Yay!
So if you have 9 in each group, that means that the number 18 is even. Okay, so what if we have the number 78?
What?
Wow. What if the number is as big as 78? Now listen, I know some of you are going straight ahead to use your counters. Put all the counters inside the bag and close it. Put all counters inside the bag and close it. Don't take, what are you doing? Take your time. See the counters falling apart. Look at one under your legs. You have 1 minute to pack the counters. As soon as the timer goes off, I don't want to see anyone still holding the counters. The most important thing is for us to know how to use the counters. Now we know how to use them. Now, we want to deal with, if you have a bigger number and you don't have enough counters, what else can you do? There is something else you can do to be sure. I said pack the counters. That is what I want here now. I'm coming around to pick them up. So make sure that all counters go into the bag and closed down. Alright, before we look at if the number is big, what we can do. Just like I said, put all counters inside the bag and stand up. Kristen, I said all counters inside the bag. Why are you still having a counter in front of you? Put all counters inside your bag and stand up. Sebastian, stand up. In the next 1 minute, I want you to pair up with someone that is not in your group. Tell the person how you think you can find an even number if you have counters. What will you do to be able to find an even number if you have counters? Pair up with somebody that is not in your group. Start now. If you have counters and you want to find out if a particular number is even or not, what will you do? What will you do if you have counters and you want to find out if a number is even or not? Johnny, that's not what we are doing. Okay. If you have a very big number and you want to find out if that number is even or odd, maybe you don't have enough counters to count up to 78. There is something that you can do. So this is the time for you to listen. Listen to one other thing you can do. Do you guys remember when we're looking at multiples of a number?
Yes.
When we're looking at multiples of a number, how did we say we can find the multiples of a number? Any number at all. If you want to find the multiples of that number, what can you do?
Skip count.
Johnny. I'm glad that you remembered, but don't do that again. Yes, Johnny.
Skip count.
Skip count. If you want to find the multiples of any number, what you have to do is to skip count in that number. Now, if you have a very big number and you want to find out if that number is a multiple of 2 or not, what you have to is, if that number is odd or even, what you have to do is to find out the number at the ones place. So for example, we have the number 78 to work with. The number here is what? 78, right? So this number 78, if I want to find out if this number 78 is even or not, what I can do is to look for the number in the ones place. The number in the ones place is what? 8. Since the number in the ones place is 8, I'm also going to go ahead to find multiples of 2. Multiples of 2. So find multiples of 2. So multiples of 2 are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Let's stop here. Let's stop here. 10. If the number at the ones place is a multiple of 2, that means that whole number is even. Yeah. Take a moment to think about it. Any number at all. If the number at the ones place is a multiple of 2, that means that that whole number is even. Nice.
Oh, like, because, we can do that, with counting in our heads, like, with a pencil, we can use, putting on, like, if they were, those things.
But if you don't even want to use counters at all, or you don't want to use circles at all, I'm telling you what you can do. Look at the number at the ones place. If that number at the ones place is a multiple of 2, then it means that whole number is even. So the number 78 at the ones place, the number is what? 8. And 8 is a multiple of 2. That means that the number 78 is even. If the number at the ones place is not a multiple of 2, that means the number is odd. Naya.
It was like when we did multiplication and we had like 7 times 1, 7 times 2, and when we went to like something, and one of them was like 8, and it was like something else, and it was 40, and it was like a exact thing.
Yes. Yes. So if you want to find out if the number is odd or even, one other strategy you can use is just what I added. Look at the number at the ones place. At this point, we all know what position is 1, what position is tens, what position is hundreds, depending on the number of digits you have in the number. So if you have a 2-digit number, 3-digit, look for the number in the ones place. If that number in the ones place is a multiple of 2, it means that whole number is even. But if it is not a multiple of 2, then it is an odd number. So you see why I said make sure that you learn multiples of a number, because you will need them when it comes to this. So at this point, deciding whether a number is even or a number is odd, show me your cards. We've been talking about getting to know if a number is even or if a number is odd. Show me your cards. You don't have to stand. Pick up the cards, show the cards, and sit down so I can see. are the only one I'm waiting on right now. Why are you holding all of that? Hey, focus on yourself. Okay. Determining if we know how to identify even and odd numbers. I can see a lot of greens and purples telling me that I have a number of people who understands and can explain to someone. I also do have a number of people who do understand but might not be able to explain to another person. That is also cool. I keep telling you guys that it doesn't matter if you can explain to someone or not. The most important thing for me is for you to be able to understand what you are doing. So if I'm having purples and I'm having greens, that is a very good one to know. So put all cards back into your bin and get ready for this activity. In this activity, you are going to work together. Each group is going to have a different number. You are supposed to determine if that number is even or odd, and you give me the reason why it's even or odd. 1, 2, 3, all eyes on me. 4, 5, 6, all eyes on you. Put your math books inside your desk. You don't need your math books now. Now, in this sheet, there is a number given to you. Please determine if that number is even or odd. And give the reason why it is even. So, in the number, you have determined and explained if the number, let's say 54, is even or odd. So, you will have to write. The number 54 is, if you say even, you give me why. If you say odd, you give me why. Get started. This is going to be the last activity for.
And then, no, I like bro, fine, I'm like, bro.
You have 3 minutes for that.
Exactly, I work faster.
But you are the note taker. Who's the note taker?
I'm the note taker.
But why are you the one writing?
But I write faster.
No, give it to the note taker to write. You all agree that he's the note taker, so let him write. So you tell if the number is even or odd, and give the reason why you think it's even or odd.
That's how you learn. You write to see how you write. I write, okay.
You guys are supposed to be working together, but the way you are holding the paper looks like you are just the one doing it. Put it in the middle and all of you will look at it. And agree on something.
The number is 54. Yeah, because 54. She said that.
1 minute.
Okay, and I'm explaining. Because it is a. Bro, if it ends, she's gonna be a doctor.
Let the group agree. If you don't finish this.
Give me a thumbs up if your group is done.
Yeah, the Tom's yeah, but let's go. I'm not reading those two, but I can write.
Are you guys done?
I don't care. I'm putting in a sentence and I'm moving
Make sure you have the name of your group on top of it and today's date. What are you supposed to do? On number 73, I just gave you a clue that look at the number at the ones place. If the number at the ones place is multiple of 2, then the whole number is even. But if the number at the ones place is not multiple of 2, then that means that the whole number is an odd number. And you know how to have multiples of 2, right? So get to it.
I'm not gonna try to read it. I'm gonna make it look
Like,
bye pretty. I don't care, it's fine. Cause my sister's chocolate and that's good because it grows away.
gave you a clue to look at the number in the ones place. If the number in the ones place is a multiple of 2, then we can say the number is even. But if it is not a multiple of 2, then it's not even. So reconsider your answer.
It's not even. It's not odd. It's not digits.
You should call for help. Oh, wait,
Like
no.
2. And then you have a blank. That would be odd.
Yes. But you are here. You know, since you should call you for help because you are working as a group. So it's not just that you sit down and let the person write it. You all come up with ideas. So if you have an idea, it's not about this person. All right.
Oh boy.
Stop, Luke.
Listen.
Stop, Luke.
Listen.
Okay. We are ending the lesson. And in ending the lesson, we want to quickly go through what I gave to you guys. I came around and I saw all that you do. Tomorrow, hopefully, we will have time for you guys to do individual presentations. But at this point, when I went through all the groups, what I saw is that, remember when I told you, if the number is a two-digit number, look at the number in the ones place. So for those of you that had the number 54, the number 54 is even because the number in the ones place is a multiple of 2. If we are listing multiples of 2, then we will have 2, 4. So 4 is a multiple of 2. So the number 54 is even. Those of you talking whilst I'm talking, Sebastian, stop talking. That was your question to do. So if I'm explaining to you, you are talking, how will you know what you did, whether it's right or wrong? So the number 54 is even because the 4 is a multiple of 2. So we will do the group presentations of this work tomorrow, and then we will come up with it. So at this point, everybody stand up, give yourself your group handshake, and then I'll come around to fetch you. Give yourself your group handshake. Start now. Give it up.
The smart kids. Bro, everybody's the smart kids.
Alright, let's get to our group. Let's get seated. Sit down. Let's get seated. 1, 2, 3, all eyes on me. The purpose for today was for us to be able to determine if we can find the difference between an odd and even number, and if we can also find out the number given to us is odd or even. At this point, I want to say we had a very good class. We are going to do the group presentations for this tomorrow, and we will move ahead from there. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys later. Get ready for research.
Yeah!